Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the first non-official, kind of official, Wholesome Girlfriend ASMR's not to be taken seriously dating show. So, yeah, welcome. I will just be doing a quick introduction here to explain to you guys what's going on in case you're new and you don't know what's going on, because this has been a year in the making. We planned this all the way last year, and now we're finally doing it. It's crazy. So yeah, for anybody who doesn't know how this is gonna work, this is basically a quote-unquote dating show. We're gonna have 4 contestants, ask them a bunch of questions, see who kind of does the best. I mean, they're all gonna be great, and then when we pick a winner, they will get, a free audio. So that's how this works. We're basically here just to have fun, just have a chaotic time, and it's gonna be crazy. So, sound is low? My sound is low? Oh no! How is my sound low? What the balls? Hold on. Let's fix that. Let's fix that before we start the show. You know what? I knew something was weird. I knew something was gonna happen. Also, don't mind the water sound. That's just my desktop. See, guys, we're doing great. We're doing great. Here's that better? Man, I did like this really energetic introduction, and it was like super low. That sucks. But anyways, there we go. So, as far as donations go, just be aware, I'm sorry if I miss it, or if I won't have time to read it at the end. I will do my best to do so, but we'll probably save all donations to read at the end, so that way we can get the show on the road. So, yeah, this is very non-scripted. There is no rehearsals, so this is just all off the beat, you guys. But yeah, so get ready for some questionable answers, some flirty chaos, and maybe, just maybe, a non-serious spark or two. See, this is why I don't script things. I actually wrote that down. That ended terribly. So let's just get this dating show on the road, y'all. Let's just get this dating show on the road. Also, thank you for the donation, Mr. Wanapon. I'm glad it sounds better. And thank you, Thane, for being a member. All right, let's get it going. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. Oh.
Tophead, I think it's your time now.
You're up.
So, for sound is low again? What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. This is great. What do you mean sound is low again? There we go. I fixed it. Alright. Hopefully, if it gets low again, Thane, just scream it in chat. Just, put it all in caps. I will pay attention. Who are the Chosens? Let's find out. So, for our first contestant, he is the Clown Prince of Crime. Here, we have live for you, Mr. J. Hello, Mr. J. Hello. Welcome.
Why, hello there, Miss Wholesome, and everyone here in the lovely audience. It is I, the Clown Prince of Crime, the Joker.
Welcome, Mr. Joker. I'm so glad that you are here. I've been a big fan of your work for many years. As well as your adversary, Mr. Batman. So tell us a bit about yourself, Mr. Joker.
I'm not going to touch the fact that you said you're a fan of Batman. I'm just going to move on. So I appreciate you being a fan of me nonetheless. Thank you. I am quite good. I took the train here. Was being quite standouting on the train. Definitely didn't scar any children. Definitely not.
Glad to hear.
Yes, definitely. But yes, I am excited to be here and excited to definitely not cause any mayhem or chaos throughout the next 2 hours. Definitely not.
Fantastic. Mm-hmm. All right. Now for our next contestant, we have our beloved Austrian, Kuro Neko. Hello, Mr. Kuro. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Katori. I think some in chat may know me, maybe like a lot of some in the chat, you never fucking know. But yes, it is I, the infamous Kuro Neko, nurse of many hospitals, purveyor of fine jokes, and, big donator, and mostly also only known for that, and connoisseur of bad jokes. So yes, I am very happy to be here today.
Oh, thank you for that was a lovely introduction, Kuro. Very well spoken, and your very lovely voice, which everyone always seems to adore. So welcome. Next, we have the humble artist, who I always refuse to pronounce his first name correctly. We have Kokiri.
Hello, everybody. It's Kokirikid07, and I am filling in for Natasha Phoenix today.
Alright,
I am an aspiring Let's Player, a gamer since age 3, and a lover of throwaway jokes, just trying to do his best.
Alright. I like that. Short and simple. And finally, last but not least, swaggering onto the stage, we have Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow. Thank you for joining us from your ship, Mr. Sparrow.
Well, thank you for having me, love. You know, they say there's no honor amongst thieves, but I'd be more than honored to steal your heart tonight.
Yeah. Oh well, he's coming right in, you guys. This is getting crazy. But Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, where shall I start, love? Past first 10 years of a captain, I was mutinied on an island for roughly 3 days.
Oh dang.
Had to go and kill my first mate. Other than that,
Oh dang. Wow. We're well, anyways, welcome all 4 of you. Thank you so much for being on the show. I'm so grateful that you're all here. You guys are all winners in my eyes, but sadly today we do have to pick one because I don't have time
There
to pick
can
four
be
others.
only one.
I also killed my first mate. If you couldn't tell.
Well,
see, I'm not crazy.
We are the princes of
Well,
the universe.
debatable. You are a pirate after all.
oh, well, you know, this is becoming a very interesting we are out here right out the gate here.
Sorry, I want
What
to
a
point out
wonderful
Thay's
start.
been yelling in chat that you are extremely low.
What are you
Yeah,
talking-
he has been.
Why? Stay, you settings.
Because
Oh,
Streamlabs
it might be
that's
set to
why.
slider. You never know.
Device properties.
Mhm.
Why does it keep on
She's
going?
just a bit shy to be talking to one of her childhood icons.
Why is
It's
it-
fine.
why is it-
I'm only human.
It keeps on going down. Every
Yeah,
time
I know. I would be nervous about talking to me too.
every time I speak, I can see that the volume goes down as I speak. Why is it going down? What is going on?
Because the 4 of us are just way too powerful. That's why.
You know what? I'm gonna have to keep on double checking. So I apologize if I'm too low. I don't know why. I'm just gonna make sure that in my Streamlabs, my Yeti mic is always turned 100% up. Hopefully that helps out. Anyways, all right. Well, to start off our very professional stream with these 4 contestants, we are going to open up with some open-ended questions. So we'll go down the line from left to right. We'll start with Mr. Joker, and we'll ask them each the same questions, see what they got. You know, they've got about, around 5 minutes to answer. We just want to make sure everybody has some wiggle room in case they want to get a little creative. So, all right. Starting up with Mr. Joker. So,
The best at first.
all right, we'll start off pretty simple here. So, on our first date, what would you do to impress me? What would the Mr. Joker do?
First date, eh? How forward of you. But what would I do to impress you? Well, a lot of things. Some humane and legal, others not. But on the first date, oh, I know. On a gorgeous Sunday afternoon, after a lovely 3-course meal at any establishment of your choice, my dear, I think I'd take you on a lovely trip to a butterfly conservatory, since I know how much you love those little critters. We'd walk around, enjoy all the wonderful flowery scents, and look at all the colourful pretty wings fluttering about, whilst you would be admiring the little wonders. I would be admiring the adorable look on your face. And I'd think to myself in that moment, if she is already amazed by this, then just wait till she sees the main event.
The main event, bro. There's more than that.
I'd take you to one side, oh yes, and I'd tell you that the best is yet to come indeed. I'd reach into my back pocket and I'd pull out a lovely umbrella that my, close old friend Oswald gave me. I'd open it up wide and tell you to hold on to me as tight as you can. With the umbrella over us and my arm wrapped around you, we'd suddenly hear a bang! And a shower of broken glass and pieces of shrapnel would fall down around us. I'd lower the umbrella to reveal the roof had been blown to smithereens. You'd be justifiably confused, but that confusion will return back to amazement as you bear witness to all the beautiful butterflies being set free. To end the night, we dance there in the middle. Sorry, I keep on falling over my words. I'm getting lost in your eyes, my dear.
No
we
worries.
dance
no
there in in the middle of the conservatory as the wonderful wings of the majestic creatures serenade us in a chorus of love. I think that'd be pretty perfect. Don't you, my dear?
That is quite a lot, Mr. Joker. That is. Wait, so are we blowing off the roof of the butterfly house? Is that what we're doing?
To set them free, yes.
Okay, you know what? That's we'll give you some brownie points for that. I do. We'll set them all free. That sounds great. It seems like you've done your research, Mr. J. I am a big fan of butterflies.
You're a big fan of butterflies. You're a big fan of me. Therefore, I'm a big fan of you.
Well, what could you say? What could you say about that? That's fantastic. Let's go.
I aim to please.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Butterfly date with setting butterflies free. Let's go. I'll take it. Wonderful answer, Mr. J. Just taking little bits of notes here. All right.
Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, so let's move on to the lovely Mr. Kokri. Why is my microphone doing this? Why won't you stay? Please stay. All right, Miss.
Next.
Yes, Kuro's next. I apologize, Kokri. I'm sorry, I'm not on the page where your guys' beautiful bodies are. I'm looking at my volume. But anyways, Kuro, you're up next. What would our first date be, Kuro? I'm just rather curious.
Well, well, as you should be. And I have to say, it would appear that Mr. J and I have, at least at the surface level, some quite similar ideas to some points. Because I would invite you to a date to my hometown in Vienna and show you around some of the many special different locations there. Most importantly would be the Tiergarten Schönbrunn, which is the oldest zoo in the world, built in 1752. And it also has a butterfly house there, which would be the end trip of the entire round of different, what's the word again in English? Sightseeing spots, I guess, would be it. Also, one of the other things would be the Historical Museum of Nature, for example. Which we also have a collection which is over 250 years old, from all across the globe, different kinds of exhibition stands and animals and histories, fossils, all the 9 yards, And funnily enough, right across from it is the Historical Museum of Art, where there are also displayed all different kinds of arts, from, music stuff, drawings, pictures, also more creative things. I still remember when I went there with my elementary school back in the day. And that would mostly be it. And in Schönbrunn and the oldest zoo, because I also have one or two good old friends who work there, who could give us, maybe a little special quiet time in the butterfly house with over 500 different species there to admire all the beauty. And that would be my idea, all in all.
You know what? That sounds like a very well thought out, peaceful day, Kuro. Thank you. It has personal, appeal to it, because you said you visited it in your elementary school. So thank you for bringing me to a place that you hold dear to your heart. Very nice, very nice. Look at y'all. Y'all be bringing out like a bunch of natural, organic stuff. You guys have done your research.
Oh yeah, we did.
I'm surrounded by flowers right now. Are you surprised?
Not all of us. Not all of us. Don't lump me in quite yet.
Well, I will say out of the gate, first two answers is very, very good. I like to see where this is going. I like to see where this is going.
I would high five you, Kuro, but my hand is surgically attached to my leg.
Also,
Well,
I
what
saw
do you
the-
know?
I
Mine
saw
as
on the-
well.
I saw on the stream.
Oh!
Can people hear them better now? Did I up the mics a bit? Is that good? I think I fixed my mic. Is everyone else's mic?
I mean,
on
she's already
Discord
locked the
good
door,
too?
guys. Don't worry.
Hopefully we're a bit better. Spies? What are you talking about? All right. Hopefully I fixed the volume because I think I fixed my mic. Thank God. But anyways, all right,
It's all
let's-
the mixing, I suppose, huh?
Probably. It's probably the mixing. It worked fine yesterday, but I guess it's being a little weird today. But all right, let's move on to Kokiri. Kokiri, since you said you haven't done your research, which fair enough. You're just gonna wing it. I like your moxie. So what would you do on our first date to impress me?
Oh, this is just typical of how I was in high school, too. I never actually studied. I just went in. All right, so you remember in Elf when Buddy and Josie went out, and he's just like, oh, I've got a couple ideas. That's basically the idea I've got going for us, basically. In that I like the organic and wholesome idea of just going somewhere and talking. Similar to one of my favorite wholesome dates, Scott and Ramona from Scott Pilgrim versus the World, where they actually just went to a park, they sat on the swings, and they just talked. That is all we need to do to get to know each other a little bit better, see where we connect, and how interesting we are as in our backstories. I mean, I can go into my history of how video games became my passion. I can go into how I become an artist. I can learn about how college was for you, and it was like Mean Girls because all the girls wanted to start beef with you for some reason, but you never really cared. But yeah, something simple. We can get a soda or something, and then we'll just sit down and we'll talk. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. It is the first date, after all. We'll get to know each other, and I'm a good listener if you ask any of my friends, so I will humbly listen to whatever you have to say, and I will let you ramble, which you tend to do, and you kind of love to do, so I'm all for it.
I very much do like to ramble. I very much do.
That is simply it. I will listen, and we will talk, and we will, more than likely, just kind of get to know each other and like each other.
All right, hanging out. You know what? It's different but charming in its own way. All right, we're just gonna have some sodas. What kind of soda are we having?
Dr. Pepper, Coke. You want something light? Maybe we could get you, a Sprite, or we could get you a what are those cream sodas called again? Maybe a Shasta.
All right, I'll take
my favorite meme. It's Saturday night. I have no date. A 2-liter bottle of Shasta and my All Rush mixtape. Let's rock.
All right, wonderful, fantastic. I like it. Making some good notes here. You guys are doing pretty good. This is gonna be hard. All right.
Kale loves orange soda time, Marshall.
All right. So last but not least, we have our Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow. So Mr. Sparrow, I'm rather curious. What would you do for a first date with me?
Well, I'd have something very romantic planned. First off, I'd put your life in mortal danger. Second, I'd heroically save you from said mortal danger. 3, we'd get caught by local law enforcement. 4, and then to top it all off, I hold you hostage so I can be able to make my escape. Savvy?
Wait. So you're abandoning me on our first date, is what you're saying?
Well, I mean, it worked out with Miss Swan.
I mean, you're right. Somehow.
This amateur doesn't know that's what you do on the second date.
Okay. So
Lost
let me just get a rundown of this. There was a lot packed in that run-on sentence, Mr. Sparrow. So we're gonna get help. Wait, I don't remember. All I know is I'm gonna be held hostage at the end, just to be clear.
Oh, yes. Well, at the very end. Gotta go to the very end. You don't want to go gung-ho.
Okay.
He's putting you in danger so he can rescue you. It's romantic, I swear.
Oh, okay.
He gets it.
Okay. That's very different. I appreciate the very, very different answer. It's a bit unhinged, but you know what? It's great that we have a variety of different answers for how our first dates will go. I'm gonna have quite the week of first dates, that's for sure. So, Okay.
When did this become the Bachelorette? I don't remember any of us taking out one swing, basically.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I've never been taken hostage before, so maybe it'll be a learning experience. I can see how pirating works in terms of, exchanges and stuff like that. So, okay.
To be a pirate, Missy, you gotta run
you
before you can walk.
In
this case,
Judy Dench's face when he saved her.
Exactly.
Wait, what were you saying, Mr. Sparrow?
I was just saying that you have to learn to walk. You have to learn to run before you can walk, lass.
And you need to learn how to speak before you can joke.
Very, very. All right, so, okay, you know what? Okay, I'll be learning. Our first date will be a learning experience. Okay. We have 2 natural butterfly dates. We have 1 talking date. We have 1 learning experience where I can learn what it's like to survive as a pirate. Let's go. Okay. All right, you know what? The first round, very interesting. I think as a recap, some answers were very overly sweet, some were as expected, and some were very, very non-expected. So I'm loving how this is starting out. Okay.
Neko Carey has such unconventional ideas. Talking? What if he has to hold hands?
Whoa,
No way.
whoa.
Holding hands out of wedlock? Are you mad, sir?
Hold on. You can't be holding hands yet, Kokiri. Let's chill out a second.
I will lock fingers with you.
The dehumidifier made
What
an appearance!
blasphemy is this?
The dehumidifier! He's here! He's actually right behind me, if you actually look on the screen. I'm sorry, dehumidifier. This is a professional show. You're not allowed to do this. You know what?
He's getting hot and steamy over the idea, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever goes last in this competition gets to date the dehumidifier.
Everybody had to witness that.
Yes.
Let's go!
Okay, well, with that, I'm Mr. Dehumidifier seems to be very impatient. We will round ourselves into round 2.
The dehumidifier is just jealous on all the attention you're getting.
I know. It's usually just me and him down here before the show, and us 2 afterwards. I think he just feels a little threatened by you guys because you guys are so fabulous.
He does his job well, and you never appreciate him.
All right.
The tragic love story.
It's unrequited?
Hey,
oh no.
all this time.
All right. So for our second round of open-ended questions. So let's just say, for whatever reason, I'm sick. I get sick. Mr. Joker, what is your over-the-top, unnecessary way of taking care of me?
Over the top and unnecessary is how I tend to do everything, my dear.
I figured.
I find that life is too short to live any other way. So I don't know about my fellow contestants over here on the couch, but I find this one comes easy to me. The very first thing I would do if you were sick is head to the nearest hospital, dress up in my finest nurse's uniform, I have a bunch of those lying around,
yes.
And use my charms, fair complexion, and most potent of Joker-branded laughing gas to get you all the medication you could possibly need, and more! Speaking of my famous laughing gas, by the way, you just so happen to be dating, hypothetically at least, the best clown-faced chemical engineer this side of Arkham Asylum. I would study your symptoms, do my very best and, legal research to brew up a fresh batch of original formulas just for you.
All of that just for me? Wow.
Just for you!
Oh my
Because
gosh.
you're that special.
Wow, that's so sweet of you, Mr. Joker, to go all. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. You're gonna be, pretending to be a nurse. You're getting all your nurse gear out. You're gonna be getting all this research done for me. That's just so I can be well again.
It's no matter. I mean, the nurse thing is just a normal Tuesday for me.
True, that's
Oh!
very true.
And in the worst case scenario, you need surgery or something, I'd go on a personal manhunt for the best surgeon around, and I'd kindly ask him to operate on you, or them, sorry, I don't want to assume, to operate on you to the best of his capabilities. I already went back, damn. Whether they'd want to or not. Like I would give them a choice.
I meant if I just had a cold. I don't think I need to get operated on.
I think long term, you know?
Okay, you know what? That's great. You know what? I'm happy. Thinking long term is good because most likely at some point I'm probably gonna be in the hospital. Let's be honest. So thanks for thinking.
And I will be there at your ever waking side, my dear.
All right.
Unless I'm thrown in prison, which might be the case. But I'll break out just for you.
Aw, that's very sweet of you, Mr. J.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Good luck, boys.
Okie dokies. You know what? Let's go to the almost nurse, or maybe he already is. I can't remember, but I know he's on his way there. Nurse practitioner himself, Kuro. What would you do if I was sick? What would be your over-the-top way to help me if I was ill?
Well, to be honest, as a medical professional, there is no such thing as over the top, since personal health and your body is the most important thing that a person has in their entire life, at least in my professional opinion. So I would use all of my knowledge, all of my connections, all of the talks with my colleagues, and every single resource I had available to get you healthy again, just like I promised you 2 streams ago, and I still stand by that statement. Either if you would prefer the hospital itself, but I would rather think of you as the person who would like to get well and healthy again at your own home, I would, transform one of the rooms into your personal healthcare suite with all the commodities that you could possibly need, all the medication that you could require around the clock if you need anything, a little bell or call button, either way.
Bell, I like the bell.
Prefer. Bell it is, okay, already noted. And depending on, what type of special illness or sickness you have in that case, and the specific amount of food that you would need, if it's like low calories, high calories, if you need more fiber or anything, I would whip it all up myself and also make you some special self-baked goodies as well, if you behave properly and be a good patient.
If I behave properly. What would I...
Yes, trust me, I have seen so many people.
What would I do? I'm sick.
You have no idea how
If you're-
impatient patients can be sometimes.
For number one, yes, exactly, Kokiri. Or if you refuse to take your medication because it tastes bitter or funny, or any kind of different other reasons, impatience, just like my fellow contestant Kokiri has mentioned, and a million more other reasons. Trust me, I have seen almost all of it.
Also, the wiggling and screaming and the refusal to stay down. It's a hazard after a while.
I mean, you did have
Yeah,
to
that-
lock
that- that's
him
on you,
again
Mr.
before he
J.
did something to harm himself, so...
Well.
But yeah, that would be the answer, more or less.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
No, that would be it.
All right. Well, I think I'm a pretty good patient, so I'm glad I will receive some baked goods. Almost probably guaranteed.
Oh yes, you will.
The same girl that
100%.
cut her forehead once and then drove out and then was wondering why people were looking at her funny.
Listen. It was an accident, and you're gonna. Kokiri, this isn't even your turn. Why are you?
I was about to say, Kokiri, no sabotaging my answer. Come on, bro.
It's not sabotaging you, it's sabotaging you.
I know he's making me look bad. Kokiri, you're gonna start losing brownie points. Anyways, no.
I started this show without points.
Kokiri, keep doing it.
Wonderful answer, Kuro. I like the bell. I like the bell. So,
Well,
all right.
thank you. I'm glad.
Oh, no, keep on going. What were you saying? Sorry, I cut you off.
He
I
wrapped
said,
up.
why
He
thank
wrapped
you?
up.
I'm glad you like it. That's what I said.
No, I do. I my own room, all for myself, just for being sick. That's pretty nice. So, all right. Since Kokiri seems very, he seems ready to answer. Kokiri,
Hello.
let's see. What would you do? What would you be your over the top way to help me if I was sick?
So first off, I would notify my mother because she is a certified nursing assistant and get her tips for what I should do in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I would show up with my Darth Maul blanket for you and a goodie package for all the necessities of trying to take care of you, which would include Tums, Dayquil, NyQuil, some Tylenol or ibuprofen, the works basically.
Tums is great.
Whether you want a Gatorade or a 7-Up, something to keep your fluids going, basically, you know what I mean? And this is the point where I would do something physical. Like we would cuddle, we would snuggle, whatever the word it is. I don't get sick often, so I am not practically immune, but I am practically immune, and I can suffice to be near you and when you're sick, basically.
Oh, that's
I will be there for
fantastic.
comfort. I'm very good at that, I assure you.
You know, I get sick immediately, so I'm glad to know that you don't really get sick that you're just immune.
And we can watch a comfort movie or comfort show for you, whether it's Avatar, The Last Airbender, we could watch Shrek, we can watch Spider-Man 1.
Like that.
We could watch Star Wars. It will be a time to pass as you stop thinking about the terrible headache in your head. As it slowly is filled with the words going through your head of me being there just for you, my dear princess.
That's great. I love, Tums is always a necessity whenever I'm sick, so I like how you added that in. That's fantastic. And you know what? That's great too. I'm always afraid to be by people when I'm sick because like I get sick so easily. So, now I feel rest assured knowing that I will not get you sick. And having someone by you when you're ill, like in close proximity, is always a nice perk. So, all right, I like that answer. Let's go.
The worst part about being sick is being on your own or having someone take care of you. In the situation I'm taking care of you, you don't have to worry about me being sick, though. So, you're fine.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice.
It's not quite Kuro levels of care, but you know I care.
I know, that's very sweet, Kokri. Let's go. All right, so the last but not least, we have Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm based on your first answer, I am rather curious to see what you have to say, what you would do if I was sick.
Well, love, lucky for you, I have just the remedy. First off, we pick up a crew in Tortuga and set sail for the Fountain of Youth. We fight off a bunch of mermaids, we grab one of their tears, we get to the fountain, we sacrifice a random crew member to give you the remaining years if fate be kind, then voila, you are cured. And only one dead man had to pay the price.
I mean, like, what if it was like a cold, Like, would we have to go to Mermaid Island and sacrifice one of your crewmates?
Well, I mean, if we want to get complicated, I suppose we can go to Tia Dalma's.
Oh my gosh!
But honestly, the first one is definitely the more easy route.
I will have to live with that on my conscience. A dead man, just so I could be like not have like I don't know, a fever or something.
I'd say you wouldn't kill him. They would. Oh, I would do that.
Oh, so you would do it for me? Okay.
Oh no, not me. I would not sacrifice myself.
Well, no, I don't mean you. I just.
Oh no.
No. I mean
a random crew member. Speaking of which, do any of you gentlemen, if you are free, would you mind being joining us for said adventure? I could use a sacrifice.
I am hard to kill, so I was expecting a lot of rum in your answer, actually, Jack. But sure, I could be there.
Oh my god!
No, that's for you. That's for enjoying it, mate.
No.
You never want to waste good rum on a cold.
I won't offer myself as the sacrifice, but I'd kill them if you want. I'm adept at doing that. I mean, what?
Well, I could always use a human meat shield, so I suppose that works too.
A what?
Oh, nothing.
You better keep your rum to yourself, pirate boy.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Burns
well.
was part one. He's gonna stay home and work.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess someone said they volunteer as tribute. Well, Mr. Sparrow seems like Swalfie is very happy to volunteer himself as tribute.
Would you mind sending me your credentials, Mr. Sir, Madam in chat?
And would you mind telling me if you'd rather die by gun or knife? That's a bit rude, sorry.
Oh my. Anyways.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have a lot of work afterwards, aren't I?
You betcha!
Once again.
Only the most professionalism at Wholesome Industries, Shogo.
Well, Mr. Sparrow, I can say with much certainty that you have surprised me with your answer yet again. I don't know what, I was expecting rum too. So, you know what? I appreciate you giving me an unexpected answer. I love surprises. So, I'm glad to know you will go through great lengths to make sure I am not sick, even if that means sacrificing one of your own men. Oh my gosh.
But who says it has to be one of mine then?
Okay, I will feel a little bit less guilty about that if it's not one of yours. Granted, still. I mean, I did say over
If it
the
makes
top.
you feel any better,
Yes.
if it makes you feel any better, love, we can always get one that's already on death row. I mean, they're already going to die anyway.
Oh no!
Might I suggest the sacrifice of a guy in a bat costume?
Oh my gosh. No.
You may be onto something there, mate.
You
I
know,
definitely am,
I'll
mate.
just take
Wear
some
a bat suit, you
ibuprofen.
have to admit.
I mean, to be fair, I did say over the top, so maybe that's my own fault. Maybe I should have specified how over the top you should go. But
Exactly. We're just specifying to the brief.
True,
We're already
true.
doing our job.
Alright,
Like an hour
let's,
later.
let's move on.
Yeah,
next
you kind of
question.
fumbled.
Oh my gosh. Let's move on to the next question. So, all right. So let's just say, you know, we've gotten to know each other. Things have progressed. It's fantastic. So if we get to the point, what would be, Mr. Joker, your rom-com confession moment with me? Like if it was like a rom-com, like how would you picture that going?
Woo! I do love a good rom-com, especially the ones that end in tragedy. Those are my favorite. But my rom-com moment with you. Well, I think it'll take place during a beautiful sunset on a gorgeous grassy hill overlooking the bustling city. I would take you hand in hand, your skin glistening in the sunset. I would look you deep in your eyes, swimming in the beauty of them, like a fish swimming in acid. And I would tell you, I would confess to you. I have committed thousands of crimes against the world and humanity. Oh, and I've been locked up in an insane asylum more times than I can count. But for you, my dear, I'll do it again in a heartbeat.
You know what? I appreciate your honesty, Mr. Joker. Very honest, upfront. You know, it is. I believe it to be very true. You've been convicted many times. This is not something I'm not aware of.
I can't even count how many times.
Neither can I. But you know what? You know what you did. I always appreciate honesty, and you know what? If you being on an open book, that's wonderful. A beautiful, beautiful moment. Fantastic.
And if you can't accept me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best.
That is true. That is very true. You know.
I appreciate your understanding. Once again, gentlemen, good luck.
All right. A confession on a grassy hilltop in the sun, which evidently my skin is just glowing in the sun, which is very true. I have very nicely lightly tanned skin. I appreciate that detail. So
All he's got to say is, "Baby, you're the best."
Baby, you're the greatest.
he said it. He said it. Anyways, that's great. Let's
go.
Let's go.
He said the thing.
He did the thing. That's great. Oh, that's great. Okay. Anyways, there's no favoritism with that line. All right. Let's move.
In
Yeah,
my
sure,
eyes, there
that's
is.
All right.
Why do you think I'm saying good luck, boys?
All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to the lovely Kuro. All right, Kuro. If we were in a rom-com, what would like what would your love confession be like with me? How would that go?
You know, since you sent out the questions, I have been mulling that over, like for a lot, because I gotta come clean with you. I never actually been in a relationship with all of this, so it's
Neither
kind
have
of
I.
hard to imagine that moment. But if I could pull up to the moment that I mentioned before, you know, with the oldest zoo and the butterfly house over there, I would imagine it would happen probably in there. When, like I also mentioned, one of my friends could empty out the whole butterfly house with just the two of us in there.
Let's go.
And, you know, release most of them as a show. Hundreds of different species fly at once. You see this range of colors through the glass ceiling. The sun is shining on them. You just see this vibrant tornado of different colorful spectacle. And then I'd look towards you. I'd see you, the sparkle in your eyes, as you see the thing that you love the most flying all around you. And in that moment, I think I would realize that the thing I love the most, I'm looking at it right now, which would
Aww.
be you having this special moment.
You know what? That's that. You know what? Renting out a whole butterfly house already gets brownie points. Absolutely, I could spend hours in there. That's very sweet. Look how sweet. Look how sweet that is, y'all. That was very sweet, y'all. Come on, you guys gotta say that sweet, y'all. But no, I like that
I mean,
very
like I said
well.
before, there
Very-
are no brownie points. It's just what I would do.
You know, everyone's gonna be very well thought out, very well said. You know, picking butterfly houses will always get you brownie points. Like even if it's like well known, you know, I can't be mad about it. I absolutely can't not be mad. It as a rom-com moment, obviously butterflies flying around. I mean, it's not. I mean, what more could you ask for? You know what I mean? So.
I took you to a butterfly conservatory on a first date, but okay.
Oh my gosh. But no, yeah.
He had to get that in. He did bring you to the butterfly.
I know.
I'm just pointing it out.
Listen, he said my eyes sparkled, so I gotta give points for that. My sparkling eyes. Fantastic.
I swam in your eyes like acid. Wait, no, that's not what I did.
Wrong flower. Wrong flower.
No.
The other one.
Anyways, Kuro, lovely answer. I loved it. Sounded very sweet, genuine, and sincere. A+. Let's go.
I tried to please my lady.
Bless. I like that. Anyways, let's move on to the lady. Let's move on to. All right, Kokiri. You're a man of pop culture. You have a lot of references, so I'm interested to see what your answer would be if it were a rom-com confession.
Well, unfortunately for you, I am just known as a doubtful hero. So, it's going to be a relationship full of struggles, basically. And there will be no human to reflect to, and no shield to protect me in this situation. There will be standing on top of a hill as it's reaching sunset. You notice I've been distant lately. I haven't been responding to your texts as often as I could. It concerns you.
It does.
You want to be near me. And so I finally look you in the eyes, tears full, and I say,
"Oh no!
I love you."
Aww.
And it's hard for me to say that because I'm clinically depressed. So every fiber of my being is telling me, no, you have to get away. You have to run. You can't allow yourself this happiness. She is everything to you. You can't let her go out of your grip. You will lose her and it will be so devastating. It is better to have loved than lost, but I still hold the loss of many loves in my heart to this day. And so I look to you wondering if I am truly worthy of all your affections, and I will just wait for your reply. And we will embrace, and I will tell myself, I don't care what the world tells me anymore. I just want to be happy with you.
Holy crap! Kokiri, oh my gosh! I don't even know what to say to that. My gosh, Kokiri! Gosh dang!
We went from rom-com to actual romantic. We actually went to romance.
This is like mega deep. This is like extremely deep. I can't critique this. This is like this is like high tier emotional. Like this is like this. We're going past rom-com, man. This is like. I'm trying to think of an example. I have no notes. That's crazy, but also very sweet. And also, please, Kokiri, you're a wonderful person. Don't ever think otherwise.
I will still to this day.
Dude, people are crying in chat. I don't blame you. That was really deep. Yet, give him 2 points for that, Kotori. Holy smokes!
I'm definitely not crying at all.
Oh
Definitely
man,
not.
You know I wouldn't blame you, Mr. J.
Tissue for me.
I wouldn't blame you, Mr. J. That was a pretty deep
It's
answer.
it's the acid flower. It got in my eye.
It's an just cutting onion somewhere.
I'm sorry. Don't worry. There's probably Kleenex somewhere in between the cushions. I'm sure you can find it.
Thank you. This very much burns. I'm actually in severe pain.
Well, Kokiri, thank you for your very genuine, heartfelt answer.
I am nothing if honest, princess.
You
know
are
that.
very honest. You know what? I love your answer. I love it, but I don't love it because that's freaking sad. Don't ever think that. Anyways, let's move on.
Hey, it all depends on what you say after that confession, eh? So.
I don't think there's any world I could. My gosh. Anyways. Oh my gosh, it's so sad. All right. Thank you for your wonderful answer. You're wonderful, Kokiri. All right, let's move on to Captain Jack Sparrow. Mr. Sparrow, I am even more curious now as to what your answer's going to be because they have surprised me thus far. So, if we were in a
tragedy comedy, don't worry.
If we were in a rom-com, what would your confession be to me?
Well, it's quite simple, love. I would not.
Wait, what?
You see, I do not do confessions. Not unless I have a priest and or lawyer present. And unfortunately for me, my priest got snatched up by a mermaid, and my lawyer is somewhere in Tahiti after the trial with my ex-wife. So,
you have
afraid you're out of luck.
So you're just saying no.
Oh, exactly.
Like, even as a hypothetical scenario, like, no, you're just not going to confess ever. Like, you would never, like, even if we nix out the rom-com here, even if you know what that is. I don't even know if you know what that is. But you would never confess to me ever. Even if, like, you're madly in love with me, like, it's just, like, there's just like, no denying it. Like, you would just flat out never confess to me ever.
Yeah.
So am I gonna have to pull the weight here? So am I gonna have to be the one that does it? Like, you just refuse to do it, or are you just not even touching that?
Oh, I'm not even touching that, lass.
Why are you here? What is going on?
I have to say I respect it.
See? He gets it.
What do you mean you get it?
I get it.
You confess to be just like, what are you talking about, Mr. J? What are you talking about?
Oh, well, I'm for anyone disrespecting authority. I'm sorry, Katori, this is how I go.
Okay, I'm not, I don't even know how to respond to that. I don't even
I think that's kind of the point.
What is happening? Okay, well, thank you for being honest. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know how how any of that's gonna work out if a confession is never gonna happen on either end. Okay, so let's just be clear. So if I were, let's just say, this is totally not what the answer is, because it's about you confessing to me, but if I were to confess to you, you just wouldn't accept it? Like, you just jump ship and run away? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I would totally do it.
Oh my god.
It's just if you're expecting it one from me, I'm afraid you'd be out of luck, love. Not unless there's a lawyer or a priest present. Otherwise, I'd
why
go
must
with
there be a lawyer or a priest present?
How the hell do you even afford a lawyer?
pirate man.
Oh, that point.
You gotta defend yourself sometimes. You know what I mean?
All right, and okay. I guess that's just gonna be. I guess that's just gonna be the answer. That's just gonna be what it is. Anyways, thank you for your honest answer. Much love. All right, let's just move on to the let's just move on. Okay. So for the it seems like we're doing well on time. So we'll do the fourth open-ended question that we'll do.
Off? Did Montori text you? Yeah, Kokiri needs therapy, by the way.
Oh my gosh. Well, maybe you do, Kokiri.
I think he's the only one here that needs therapy. I definitely can't think of anyone else.
Oh. Yeah. Anyways, oh my gosh. All right, we'll do the fourth question.
We always have Fane for therapy. Don't remember.
That is true. We do have a therapist now.
I can't afford that, guys.
You can't afford Thane?
I'll pay it for you. Mr. Moneybags got you, bro. Don't worry.
Oh no,
that's so sweet.
Oh no, he's
look-
become everyone's sugar daddy now.
Look how wholesome this is. The contestants are helping each other. They're not even trying to hurt. They're trying to help each other. This is why this is Wholesome Girlfriend ASMR is a dating show, because it's so dang wholesome. All right.
I mean, you gotta remember, we are competing for the title of Mr. Wholesome.
That is true. That is also very true. That, I gotta think about that. Anyways.
Oh, we're trying to win.
All right. So for the next question, we'll start off with Mr. J again. Go back all the way around. So, how would you show someone, or I guess someone, maybe possibly being me, but how would you show someone that you care without saying a word?
Let me think. Well, aside from obviously the medical supplies I mentioned earlier, Ooh, I know. A simple smile. Every smile says 1,000 words, if you ask me. And I promise that every smile I'd give you would make you feel so many butterflies inside. But
I'm sure
if a
it's okay.
smile doesn't work, then I'd go out of my way to track down and take care of all of your enemies for you, starting with that dehumidifier over there. I've got my eyes on you, buddy. I'm sure you can imagine what I mean by that.
You hear that dehumidifier? You hear that? You hear that? Best behave yourself.
But mainly, it would be the smiles. Want to keep things wholesome here, after all, if I'm going to be Mr. Wholesome.
You'd wipe out all my enemies for me, Mr. J? Man.
Why, of course I would, kiddo.
I mean, how could I say no to that? That's, I mean, like, I could.
You can't!
Exactly.
See, fellas, I win!
Mr. J.
She just said so. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming, everyone.
Mr. J taking out all my enemies. Man, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. I mean, he'd probably take them out in a really fun way too. So you get entertainment and you have no enemies. So I mean, yeah.
You definitely see one of your enemies flying off into space with balloons attached to him.
Oh my!
Whatever you do, don't explain the joke to him. That upsets him.
Oh. I would
What
never.
did you just say?
I would never dream of it. Well, thank you, Mr.
You're always taking shots by folks who just don't get the joke.
Well, thank you, Mr. J. I appreciate that, and my life will be so much easier. You know, the Mr. J taking out my enemies personally for me. That's awesome. I would know that you so deeply
my
care.
pleasure.
You would take the time out of your busy day to take out my enemies. I see that you care. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right.
Once more with feeling. Good luck, boys.
All right. Let's move on to our lovely Austrian Kuro. So Kuro, how would you show that you care without saying a word? What would you do?
Honestly, I would just do the same things that I do for my family, I would say at this point.
Oh.
When they, for example, when I hear that my mother complains about XYZ, for example, she has problems with her phone or with something like this, and I just pick it up via conversation, not with her, she's just talking with someone else, and I would just, replace the said phone, for example. Or when something else is broken, I would do it in the background without her knowing even that I did it. Or just help people and honestly not really expect anything in return, because I personally think that there's already enough bad things going on in the world, so you can use your time here to, leave it a little bit better than you found it, in my personal opinion.
Beautiful. Helping out.
Basically being the antithesis to Mr. J over to my right.
They come two complete opposites. Helping out your mama, that always gets me brownie points. 'Cause I like helping out my mama. So I get that. Helping out the fam.
I mean, yeah. My mama's all I got left, My dad's not been... it's a bit of a difficult situation. So
same, bro. Same.
My mom
Same, bro.
Tug collar.
Yeah. Oh, we're talking about bad fathers. Oh, I can tell you.
Used to
Yeah,
really
Mr.
knock
J,
me
your
out.
turn is over.
Bang.
But no, so basically what we just found out, all of us have daddy issues. Good to know.
I have unconditional parents. I'm the only one that's fine here. I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Well, good for you.
Well, no, you know what, Kuro? I like that answer. Because you know what? It's for realsies. It's not even like a big thing. It's like helping out, and it's the little things are sometimes the big things, you know? You're all busy, you're overwhelmed, and someone just does something for you that you don't have to do. That's always great. That's a great feeling. I like that.
Coming home, for example, to your favorite meal already cooked, all the dishes done, and just little things, they add up over time. That's what I like to do.
That's
Oh, you stole my
fantastic.
thunder. That's exactly what I was going to do.
Oh no!
Gotcha.
It's so. Or maybe he just wants us to think that. But no, I'm just kidding.
No, I have to choose my next words carefully. They're all based in my head. There's no script, by the way.
Oh no, I know.
You're saying, bro.
Very unscripted, Goku. But no, Kuro, I love your answer. I like that. No, it's always great knowing that like someone's just willing to do something for you without you asking. So I like that. I like that a lot. Beautiful answer. Beautiful answer by a beautiful
Thank you very
soul.
much.
All right, Kokri.
Oh, you too.
All right, Kokri, what would you do?
Hi. So, a paladin in love is one of the most wholesome things you could ever have in your life, essentially, is that I will be your shield. I will take all the hits for you. I will stand up and defend you from your enemies, much like Zuko stands up to his father. It will be the little things, like holding your hand, brushing little circles into the back of your hand, whether it's holding you close and taking a deep breath, and I just say to myself, I'm so happy right now with you. You know, it's the fact that you mean so much to me in every little moment, that every little moment adds up, that I forget I'm clinically depressed, essentially.
Oh my gosh.
And so I will do little things, whether it is the smallest of gestures of affection, or just making you dinner, or hell, I would do the dishes for you. Don't even take that. Don't even take that for granted, please.
No, dishes suck. I don't take that for granted.
Oh yeah, I bet. But yeah, I am the affectionate kind of lover, basically. I will do the little gestures, and I will hold you close because I will be afraid to let you go.
You know what? Even though you said about the same thing, it feels like a totally different answer, even though it has the same sentiment.
Oh, he's taking care of you. I'm the one that needs to be held, basically. That's
You know, I like holding people. It's okay. I'm a mama bear. I'll take that. All
I'll
right.
take care of both of you. I have 2 hands.
We'll both take care
got
of
you,
you,
boy.
Kokri. Don't worry. Oh my gosh.
He will dwarf, but he towers both of us, so he could just bear hug us both.
That is true. That is very true. Yeah,
Is this just gonna turn into a massive throuple or something?
Tower thruple.
Yes, boy.
All 5 of us go on one date. Why not?
There are worse episodes of Bachelorette, I suppose.
Oh my
yeah, they are.
gosh. No,
I've
that's
never seen it, but I'm gonna assume you're right.
very, very sweet answer, Kokri. You're always so very genuine. I like it. Once again, I have nothing. It's great. It's fantastic. You know what? It's always sweet. You always bring up hand holding. Look at these hands.
Look at these hands.
Look at these hands. They're gonna hold these hands.
I'm gonna catch these hands in a minute. Watch.
Oh, let's go. But no, very, very sweet. Goodness gracious, you make things so they sound so deeply emotional. I love it. Let's go.
Don't worry, Bob Saget. I will make macaroni and cheese with hot dogs. It'll be fine.
No, that's such a sweet answer. You chose your words very carefully. They were very, especially for off the top of your head. Very good. That's a very good answer.
I'm a sensitive boy.
You are a very sensitive boy, Kokiri. Very sweet. So very sweet. All right, now I'm almost afraid to ask. So, Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow, the swagger man himself, how would you show someone you care, I guess particularly me, how would you show that you care without saying a word? And please don't say that you just wouldn't.
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it, darling. First off, I'd take you to someplace very, very, very romantic. Your own private island, if you were.
Oh, okay.
And then I'd maroon you there with nothing more than a pistol in a single shot. And not a word has to be spoken.
Wait, what?
Although most of the women that I have sent there has said more than a few words.
You're gonna send... Okay, hold on. You're gonna leave me on an island with just a pistol and a what?
A pistol in a single shot. It's only fair.
You're expecting me to off myself on an island? How would I...
No, heavens no. That's supposed to be your signal to rescue you.
Wouldn't you be the one to rescue me? I mean, granted, I'm all for women, like, dependent ladies here, but, like, if you're gonna be my possible significant other in a hypothetical scenario, Mr. Sparrow, why would you be throwing me there to show that you care in the first place? I'm rather curious how you're gonna talk your way out of this.
I mean, to be fair, most significant others wish that they could be able to get away from them.
Oh my gosh.
At least for a little while. And now you'd have all the time in the world.
He's giving
Your
you
own
a break
private
from him on
island?
your own island.
So,
Precisely.
you're doing this for me. You want me to have some alone time. And you think that this is showing that you care by throwing me on an island with nothing but a pistol, no rations or drinking water, or anything of the sort. Just to be very clear.
Actually, to be honest, that specific island that I would be sending to is a rum runner's cache.
Oh my gosh.
So not only would you have your own private island, but you would be filled to the brim with rum. Who could ask for more? And in the Caribbean, no the less.
Oh my
Here
gosh.
I thought I was crazy.
You outdid yourself, Mr. Sparrow. I honestly don't know what I expected to be said. I honestly don't. But somehow, in some way, you have yet outdone yourself. I never thought
You're welcome.
that the answer would be leaving me on a gosh darn island with a pistol with what, not even a loaded caliber, but just one shot. Just one shot.
Think of it like a flare. It's a signal to let him know.
my
Okay,
gosh.
I'm ready to come home.
Okay, is there just
Again, I get it.
oh my, is there anything that you would say to me before you leave? Like, what would you say as you leave and leave me there?
Well, you just said that we weren't allowed to say anything.
Gosh, you're right. You're freaking right.
You
gotta
gotta
kiss.
give him this. He sticks to the question.
He does. He very much does.
Would you prefer a kiss before I go?
He is been the most
Before you
honest person
leave
here.
me on an island by myself.
That would be a kiss goodbye.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sparrow. You're gonna have to wait for that one. I'm probably gonna have a few choice things to say to you as you row away, but all right. I guess there's nothing.
Just
nothing
don't
else.
burn the rum.
Yeah. I probably have to use it to burn some stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, there's that answer. Thank you for being honest. At least I know what I'm gonna get into if you ever want to show that you care while I'm with you. So I appreciate the honesty. Okay, we're moving on to the last round of open-ended questions. It's been certainly an interesting time. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Now these
We've
questions.
only been here for an hour, guys.
Yeah, we still have a
shoot,
lightning
you're
round
right.
and stuff. Don't worry. But all right. So we're gonna be these questions that are coming up are open-ended questions, but these ones are actually personalized to each contestant. So they're not all the same. Each of them are different. I thought it would be good to see, something that's a bit more personal, so we can delve into each of these lovely bachelors. All right. So we'll start off with the lovely Mr. J. So, Mr. Joker,
Thank you.
let's put out a scenario. We love fun stories. So,
Ooh, let's paint a picture.
yeah, let's say I've been convicted. I have been convicted to Arkham Prison. what is your romantic plan to save me? So let's just say I've been convicted there, you know, I did something heinous, but yet exciting, and you need to come and rescue me.
Arkham, you say? Now that's a good one, my dear. Setting the occasion in Arkham is the cherry on top of this Sunday of fun. Or Saturday. You know, you get it. And it's ever so the cherry on top, as that's my home away from home, you know. I have so many memories of my days in the asylum. I could tell you a story or two, Miss Wholesome, but I think I'll save that for the first date. For now, however, I'll answer your lovely little question to the best of my capabilities. With Arkham being one of my favorite places on Earth, I'll treat your rescue as a sort of homecoming for me, and a special reunion with you and your favorite clown. How would I do it, you're all asking at home? Well, I wouldn't simply break into the asylum. Boring. Where's the fun to be had in that? No. I would get myself locked up in Arkham, and I would find my way to you.
You would get
Once
locked. Oh, sorry, we're not done. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mr. J. Go on.
It's perfectly fine. I would allow you to interrupt. You boys, however, keep your mouth shut if you know what's good for you. Anyway, once we're together again, my dear, we'd spend night after night together, out of sight of the guards, hand in hand, arm in arm, dancing in the night light of our own incarceration. And we'd spend that time creating a brilliant combined plan to escape the madhouse. Arm in arm, explosions of our love all around us. It would be a spectacle for all of Gotham City to see. And, with any luck, we'd attract the attention of a certain sub. I'd love to introduce you two together.
Oh man,
That would be so much fun. Sorry, I got a little bit.
that was great.
Saying?
No, I just like, no, that's great. That's great. I'm not complaining. I was listening. Anyways, that's all. So instead of just rescuing me, you yourself would put yourself in prison, so that way we could find a way out together. That is so romantic, Mr. Joker. That's so.
What is better than just breaking into a place and busting you out where we can spend some time in one of my favorite places?
Well,
I can show you around.
You can introduce me to all your friends.
Spots.
I'm sure that I could meet your coworkers. That'd be awesome.
Friends in loose terms, I assure you.
And then to top it all off, I could see the Bats himself, because we'll be breaking out of prison if we cause a big enough ruckus. I mean, I would have no better. There would be no better way for me to break out of this prison.
I'm glad you see it my way, kiddo.
Bro, we can. That's let's go. We can break out together, and we could possibly see Batman. You show me the ropes of Arkham Prison. I mean, I've only seen it just from I've seen it just from behind a screen. I don't know much about it, so I can see it from firsthand. Who better to show me around?
If you think it looks a bit iffy on the outside, just wait till you see it on the inside.
All right. Well, I thank you for your answer, Mr. Joker. Actually convicting yourself for the 1000th time again, just for me. So that's that. What better way to break out someone that you care about? So.
You're more than welcome, my darling.
Love that.
And for the rest of you,
Aww.
well, you know what comes next.
Let's go. All right.
Mr. J is such a tease.
He is. Lovely Mr. J. All right, Kuro. So let's get on to your
Yes.
question. Yours is a very different question, so actually I gotta get this up so I can read it.
I know.
So Kuro, everyone says that you have a good voice. I mean, everyone, especially Thane. Thane loves to say that you have a great voice. So,
Yeah,
I've
he
just. So, can you say something? You know, however long you want it to be, and a little sentiment. But can you say something to woo me in your native language, in the lovely German?
I can, but first of all, just a quick disclaimer. Do you want me to roughly translate it afterwards in English or just keep it in German?
You can translate it. I'd like to know what I mean. Like, I could be totally clueless. I mean, you could be telling me to take a hike or jump off a cliff. I wouldn't know. But yeah, you can tell me.
Omelette du fromage.
Okay, no. But yeah, I have something that I would like
Okay,
to say
okay.
in German. So,
I will listen intently.
Hier goes. Seit dem ersten Stream vor all den Jahren, wo du mich vor einer schlaflosen Nacht gerettet hast, bist du mir ins Herz gewachsen. Ich mag zwar immer nur sporadisch auftauchen, aber jedes Mal fühlt es sich an, als ob ich zu meiner zweiten Familie zurückkomme. Du hast eine einzigartige Community aufgebaut und ich bin froh, Teil davon zu sein. Ich bin unfassbar stolz auf dich und wenn du mir gestattest, will ich sie Seite an Seite mit dir zu noch größeren Horizonten ausbauen. Which basically translates roughly to, since the very first stream from all those years ago, where you rescued me from a sleepless night, you managed to capture my heart. I may only appear in the stream from time to time with long breaks in between, but every time I do come back, it feels like I return to my second family. You managed to create a once in a lifetime community, and I'm very much happy to be part of it. I'm unimaginably proud of you, and I would, if you'll allow, be able to build it up together with you at my side even more to even bigger horizons. And also one last part that I left out. Simply put, I'm your player one. Do you want to be my player two?
Let's go. Man.
Oh, my
that
heart,
was
my heart.
I don't even know what to say to that. That is so gosh, Kuro, that's so gosh darn sweet.
Nothing quite says I love you like a new controller, but in this case, player duos.
I'm competing and I want Kuro to win now.
Thank you, Mr.
That
J.
was beautiful. It sounded beautiful and it was beautiful. Both ways. I mean, I could not have known what was said at all. I could have felt it regardless. Even I see my mother is in chat. She's like, "Oh, that's so nice." So you have mom's
There was no
approval
rule
with that
that she
one.
couldn't be in chat.
There was no rule. She
That's true.
she told me she's like, "I'm gonna be in chat." She's like, "I don't care. I'm gonna be." I'm like, "That's fine."
She's actually backstage right now. She would come downstairs if you'd let her.
Yeah. My gosh. Yeah. That dude. Nothing. Yeah. Being played. Yeah. Let's go. Controllers and all. That is so sweet, dude. Building a second fan. Oh, that's so. Girl, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. I love that.
Thank you. It's one of the only chances I get to, really try to convey what I think and feel without having to pause in between to translate it in my head all of the time. So I really try to make it count.
He was thinking this whole time, like, this is my one chance to talk to her directly. I have to say what I need to say.
Basically.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Bro shot his shot so bad, so high. I'm stuttering myself. You even got me. Well done.
Man, you even got Mr. J, Kuro. Your aura was just off the charts. Beautiful.
The rounds are all over the place if you look at it from the chat and audience participation, basically.
The chat is split 4 ways.
But man, aw, Kuro, that's so sweet. I love that. They want the A+ answer. That's fantastic. I can't even say anything else because that was great. Let's go.
You could have read
honestly,
the bread recipe in Austrian and it would have worked too.
Honestly, after that, good luck to the other two. I think I need good luck at this point.
Oh no, it wasn't that special. Like, come on. You guys are also awesome. You got this. I believe in you.
We're doing fine.
Anyway,
This is
We're
where
all
she
in this
dunks you
together,
right now.
lads.
Watch out.
All right. Well, other than that very, very sweet, well thought out, lovely answer, let's go on to the Mr. Kokery, who also has a question. So, Kokery. Now, this is a very specific.
Oh, here we go.
This is a very specific question that I've been thinking about for a very long time. I feel like this has all been culminating up to this. So, Mr. Kokery,
Yes.
you have committed a high crime against me. And in case if people forgot what that exactly is, Exhibit A. Now, people don't know what this is. This is Mr. Kokery
It's
right
not
here.
on screen at all.
This devilishly handsome man. He is holding what, do you ask? A barbecue Pringle cup. And what is he doing with that?
You're holding it underneath the table.
He is eating it. He is eating almost the whole can. And then what did he do? He sent me the can with not a full can. The bottom part was filled with paper towels, had the chips, some of the chips on top, and it had this photo in the can to show me that the rest of the chips were eaten by him, and he gave me just the scraps. So, Kokery, my question to you is,
Yes.
what are you going to do to, what are you going to do to make up for it? How are you going to make up for this? How are you going to raise your way out of this? How are you going to make up this high crime against me?
They call me a pirate.
Miss Wholesome,
Yes.
if you
Yes.
remember correctly, the letter attached to your gifts for Christmas said, I quote, Katori, I got you a can of BBQ Pringles because I like you a lot. Now don't take that too seriously. Now, in all fairness, there was no lie in this letter. And if you really, really think about it, I, Kokiri the Paladin, am not a liar. Not the Kokiri that you love.
That's your answer?
Yeah, I'm sticking with it.
Gosh, Kokery, look at this. I have this on, everybody. I have this on this photo right here. I have this on my desk. I look at it every day to motivate myself with the utter betrayal that I felt. That I was so excited. When I got this can of Pringles, I thought I was gonna have some good old barbecue Pringles, but no. There was paper towels at the bottom. And better yet, evidence to show me where the rest of them went. Kokery, I look at this every day. I look at this photo every day.
You said, yes, you said that, yes.
Would you describe Kokery due to this action as an enemy of yours?
I mean, you could still be friends with someone, but have a grudge against them.
She dives into rivalry at times, but some days she wishes I was her enemy.
I'm sure we could have a
No,
battle at
You
one
are
point.
safe for this round,
I don't
Kokery.
quite fit the bill yet, but give it some time. But as I stated, Katori, I love you, and you can't say I was lying about that.
Nah. No. Anyways.
Bold words.
Well,
Your love is counteracted by the evidence.
I can at least say you're a person that sticks to their guns, so I appreciate that. But this is still not forgiven.
All right, if you want me to pay penance of some kind, I can do due process.
Hey, Jackie boy, you still got that lawyer? I think he needs it.
No, I'm my own lawyer, and that's I played Ace Attorney and I've played Knights of the Republic. I can get out of this situation. Eventually.
Oh, trust me. Trust me.
Not cleanly.
Trust me, mate. Not even my lawyer, who, by the way, handled the Amber Heard situation, could not save you.
No. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you had that reference locked and loaded, didn't you?
I've been waiting all stream to use that.
As a man of humor, I appreciate it, my friend.
Katori, if this says anything, it's that I don't place you on a pedestal, and I can razz you if I felt like it. Now, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, I
also-
can't say
it
this
also
gives
says
you any
you really
brownie
told him
points.
prison.
What? Someone say something.
It also says that he will eventually steal and eat all your Pringles. Sorry.
Now, to be fair, if I actually did have a full can of Pringles, she could have the whole thing. She did steal them for Valentine's Day.
Well, anyways. I can't say this was the answer I wanted, so I don't know where you stand now, Mr. Kokiri, but I appreciate your honesty. As always, you're always honest.
Oh, Miss Wholesome.
Anywho, let's move on to the last and final open-ended question for the Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow. Once again, I am filled with a bit of anxiety because I honest to God, do not know what you're gonna say. For every answer, you astound me, Mr. Sparrow. And I don't get astounded often. Okay.
I aim to please, love.
So, your question is, you can gift me one treasure from your travels. What is it? And why does it totally woo me? Like, what is the one thing that you would give me?
I have just the thing, love. As a matter of fact, I got it right here. Got it all right here in this treasure chest. Go ahead, love. Open it, and I shall describe what is in said package.
Like behind the desk?
Where are you hiding that thing?
Okay.
You'd be surprised what you can be able to hide under here.
I get okay. All right. I'll take a look inside. We'll see what we got here. Yes.
Now inside said package,
Jack the monkey?
that would be my compass. Now granted, this specific compass, the compass, and this one does not point north. It points you to what you want most in this world. Has led me a great many adventures, and therefore one of my most precious possessions. And now, it is yours.
You're giving me the compass. Like, this is the compass.
It points in the direction of the
Absolutely.
desire.
Absolutely.
Indeed it does.
However, there is just one little thing I must disclose.
Okay. Yeah.
That compass also holds the spirit of a vengeful Spaniard named Captain Salazar, and will chase you to the ends of the earth, so no take-backsies. Have fun!
Oh, yeah, that's true. You've been blessed with a cursed item in your luggage. Hooray!
That's one thing off a bucket list, I'm sure.
Points originality, I guess.
So, the
Listen to
one
silence.
item that you gave me that's supposed to woo me and that's supposed to be from the heart is a cursed item. Does this cursed item, is it going to do anything to me?
That's for you.
Only
to
if you
find.
don't give it back.
So, now that it's in my possession, I am too cursed, is what you're saying.
Only if you don't take it back.
So, if I keep it, you're saying if I only don't take it back, or you're saying I have to keep it, or I'm cursed.
Precisely.
So I have to keep it.
You must keep it. Exactly. It's a gift you can't take
You know,
back.
Jack, I'm gonna be honest. You're making this. You're really not doing yourself any favors right now.
If there was an alignment chart, I would be like at a 75 right now.
You've been like self-sabotaging yourself. Like every answer. I don't know what you expect to happen, but you know, I appreciate the chaos.
It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Maybe. You never know.
Pirate love.
We still
He's a
have
pirate.
the lightning
He
round.
loves himself. What did you expect?
Yes, his goals are beyond our understanding.
I really don't know what I expected. I mean, he wanted to come on a dating show, okay? I just thought maybe he was prepared to be a bit more, you know, I don't really know. It's fine.
He is being his best self right now. That took a lot of heart to give up that compass.
I mean, I guess so. But wait.
Where did you even get this compass from?
Honestly, a dying crew member. He really didn't want it anymore and said, here you go.
Wait,
So I took it.
I have a wild guess as how he died.
Oh, it's Captain Salazar, sir.
What? Okay, hold on. Wait, I just realized. So if you
That
gave
makes
me this
sense.
compass, then aren't you cursed because you had to keep it?
Fortunately, I know how to counter it. See, I've already gone through 3 different curses in the span of
Well,
my
how do I
4
count? Would you?
plus 5 films.
Yes. Would you care to share how to counter this curse? Maybe for someone as special as me?
Well, first you have to take a piece of gold from the Isla de Muerta.
Oh my gosh.
One of 882 pieces that is from the stone chest. That is 1. Second, making a deal with Davy Jones. 2. And also going to the Fountain of Youth. That's 3.
Okay.
So, I've got about a few backup plans in case everything goes south. Also, it
Okay.
helps that you stay close to the shallows as much as possible. Savvy?
Okay. Okay. All right. I have nothing else to expand upon that.
How much rum did you drink before you came on tonight?
That was without even a single drop of rum.
I was about to say not enough.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. All right. Okay, well, we have made it through all of the open-ended questions, which means we have time for the lightning round. Now, the lightning round is basically short
Are
answers.
you sure you don't need the intermission to refill your drink or something, or say hi to Mama Tori?
No, I have water. I have water. Thank you for being concerned, Kokiri.
Just checking. Just checking.
Thank you. But I'm thankfully good. Actually, are you all okay? Are you all okay? We've been here for quite a while. I want to check on you guys too.
Perfectly fine.
Gonna need a refill
A-okay
on
on
my
my
Dr.
end.
Pepper soon, but yes.
Would you say
Surprisingly sober.
you good too, Kuro? I didn't hear what you said.
Emphasis on the
I
surprise.
said I am A-okay.
Okay.
I have nothing to worry about. It's okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's get on to these questions. So for our first question, we'll just go down the line. You know, we don't. We'll start with Mr. J. So, Mr. J. Mr. J, what nickname would you give me?
Ooh, I'd call you. I'd call you my little flower, because you shine like the sun in bloom, and sometimes you can spit acid at your enemies when it calls for it.
Okay, fair. Okay, you know, I like that. That's cute. I've never been called a flower before. Very, very sweet. I'll take that. I'll take that.
You are a beautiful flower, Miss Ursula. It must be said.
Mr. J. All right, Kuro, what if you had to give me a nickname? I almost think I know what it is already, but if you had to give
You
me
get
a
that one later,
nickname,
at least.
what would it be?
I
If you-
have already given you a few. At
that's-
this point,
that's
Little
what-
Ninja of Death, Little Gremlin, We Fit Trainer Katori. There are so many. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll just go with the very first one, which would be Little Ninja of Death.
I like how you remembered Wii Fit Trainer. I'm so proud of you, Kuro.
Oh my gosh.
Why, thank you. Those were the good old days.
Little
There is art
Ninja
of
of
it.
Death. Okay.
I know.
All right, I'll take Little Ninja of Death. I can't be mad at that. All right, Kokiri, what would you give me?
Well, I've been calling you Princess for well over a couple of years now because it is a term of endearment, not to imply that you're prissy or snotty or whatever, but to imply that you are above us and that it is very kind of you to bless us with your presence and your kindness.
Simp. I mean, what?
Hold on.
I am a
Ho-
paladin, good sir.
I didn't say anything. I coughed. Sorry, it's the acid again.
Oh my. Oh, all right. You know, I mean, to be fair, you have called me that quite a while, so you know, I'm quite used to it. So, all right, I'll take that.
Oh,
And
Sweet
now-
says he'll call you Teresa.
Chorizo. Oh my gosh. I mean, it would fit. I'm partially Mexican, so let's go. All right, now for Captain Jack Sparrow, who I almost don't even know if I should ask. I feel like every single question, you're just digging yourself a bigger hole. But
He has a nickname. Don't worry.
I
Mr.
want to hear
Sparrow,
it too.
Mr. Sparrow, if you had to give me a nickname, what would it be?
Four-fingered Claire. Good woman, good pirate. I swear you look just like her.
Wait, what?
Four-fingered Claire.
Oh, I'm sorry. The first part I didn't hear. Four-fingered Claire. All right. That's true. Yeah, she's the only pirate I've ever. For once we have an answer. That's good. All right, Four-fingered Claire. I'll take that.
And I swear you look just like her.
I mean, I do look very similar.
He's
Yes.
had run-ins with her.
I mean, I do.
Anyone on the seas while you're out there?
Anyone else feel a bit weird that he's calling her a nickname from someone else's name? I mean, that's like if I would call her Harley Quinn. I mean.
Oh wait, are you saying you've met her personally, Mr. Sparrow? I thought you were just saying like because she was my own creation. Or are you saying in some weird universe like you're meeting with this lady? Now that they're bringing this up, this is making me start. I'm now starting to see the underlying meaning of this phrase.
I've been around the world, love.
Oh my gosh!
weirder
Just
places
stop
than that.
talking. Just stop talking. You're just gonna make yourself get negative points. Oh my.
If you think
I was
that's
really
weird,
hoping you had met
I'm
Jolene
surprised he
as
doesn't
well.
have that already.
if you think that's weird, you should hear my time in Disney Infinity.
Oh my
I met
gosh.
Sully from Monsters Inc.
That
And
did
for some reason, some dude in the Lone
Oh,
Ranger.
yeah.
Very confusing.
Okay, so.
Well, this stream is now gonna get sued.
So I always feel like I have to clarify every single one of your answers. So to be clear, you have met with this four-fingered Claire, and because I look like her, you are calling me after some other woman, is what you're saying.
Hey, now you're getting it, love.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. No further questions. No further questions. I think I got everything I needed.
It could be worse. We could have said you remind us of our ex.
I mean,
I hope you definitely don't remind me of my ex.
Heyo.
All right. Let's move on to the next question.
I think that would be for the best, yeah.
All right, we'll start off with Mr. J yet again. So, Mr. J, if you had to win me over only using a PowerPoint presentation, what's slide 1 titled?
My master plan to steal the heart of Wholesome, either figuratively or literally.
I can see that. I can see that in like big neon green letters, like right on a purple PowerPoint presentation.
Oh, you read my mind, Miss Wholesome.
I can see the visual. I can see the vision. I like that.
You great minds think alike.
All right, Kuro, same question for you. What would slide 1 be titled?
Oh, that's easy. It would be titled "Why I Will Leave Dark Reaper for You."
Oh my gosh. That's
That's
like
a bold claim.
that is perfect.
Mhm.
Like there's like
I don't know who that is.
for people who don't know the lore behind this, Kuro was married to a well, like we'll put quotations in case for people thinking I'm actually being for reals about this, but there was a Dark Reaper person who was quite a regular in chat many years ago, and we always had a running joke that him and Kuro got married. There was even fan art of it that was commissioned. It was a whole thing. So this is a big step. Kuro is gonna leave Dark Reaper so he can be with me. That is, I can't even.
Yep.
All right, let's go. Let's go. I feel like I'm saying that phrase a lot, but I mean, that's perfect. Oh my gosh. All right, Kokiri, same question for you. What would slide 1
sorry,
be
what?
titled?
Oh, slide 1 of the PowerPoint.
Yes. I can read it said, if you had to win me over only using a PowerPoint presentation, what would slide 1 be titled?
Well, Katori, you've seen how I leave paragraphs of comments on your videos for years, so you don't want this to extend that long. But I will say that the first slide will be these eyes that disarm me.
Ah. Sure.
Because there's always that feeling when you look in somebody's eyes, you get a window of their soul or whatever. But when I look into your eyes, I am just gone, and I have this happy feeling at the center of my core, like, oh my god, I could draw. Yeah, right? Nothing elaborate, I assure you, but yes.
Well, great
Yeah.
answer, Kokiri. Great answer.
It will have to be an acapella. I don't have any music to play for you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll take it. I like that. I like that answer. I don't, Mr. Sparrow, I don't even know if I should ask you at this point.
What's a PowerPoint he's going to ask?
Oh, okay. We'll make this a little... Okay, so let's just say if you were going to talk to all your best mates, right, about, like, how to win me over, and if you had a sign to start off your presentation, what would be etched on the sign, since you don't know what PowerPoint is?
Oh, that's quite simple, mate. I'd be titled, "Not all treasure is silver and gold. ... Because rum is even better."
Bro's cooking.
Okay.
That reminds me of Anna from Fire Emblem Awakening.
I
Someday
mean-
I may love you more than gold.
That's a throwback.
I mean, originally, I would never have thought that I would be compared to rum, but how much I know you like rum, I'll take it.
Sometimes you have to take the second silver medal, Katori.
I mean, it's not the worst answer he's given me. I mean, honestly, this one I was expecting somehow much worse.
Oh, that's not good at all.
All right. I know you love your rum, Mr. Sparrow.
It seems that's all he loves.
I know. I'm like, okay.
20 minutes to go.
All right, we still have a few. We still have a few more. Let's see. Okay, let's go down the line once more. So we'll start off with Mr.
Back to your favorite.
Start off with Mr. J. So Mr. J. If you you have 3 sentences to riz me, and in case you know what that slang means, it means to just woo me. So you have 3 sentences to riz me. Go.
Right. A bit taken aback by whatever the hell Riz is, but so 3
It's shorthand
sentences.
for charisma.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I understand. Thank you, my friends. Now, just to clarify, 3 sentences, not 3 words.
3 sentences.
Okay. Okay, so imagine, for instance, so it's basically a glorified pickup line? Right, sorry, this is the lighting round.
Yeah. Yeah.
My. I didn't expect this revelation when I first laid my eyes on you. But you're just like me. Not just a pretty face, but more. There's a madness in your eyes, and I can't help but love it.
I mean, that is some high praise coming from you, Mr. Joker. I know how much you love madness, so I appreciate that.
Oh, but I could love you even more, given the...
Oh, what?
I could love you even more, given the chance, my dear.
Ah.
I mean, maybe. Don't push your luck.
All right. Okay. All right. I like it. Let's go.
Now, the master wordsmith that is Kuro.
All right. Yeah. The lovely Kuro. You got 3 sentences to riz me. Go.
Damn. Okay, that's a hard one. I think I'll go with something along the lines of. Okay, I think I got something.
Okay.
Are you like a butterfly? Easy to see, but hard to catch? If so, then you just fluttered right into my heart.
Let's go. A butterfly riz pickup line. I haven't heard one of those in a while. I'll take it.
I tried.
No, it's good. It's good. Let's go. All right. The clever man himself, Mr. Kokiri. Same question to you. I'm curious to see what you have to say.
Well, all organic is just simplicity, so I will simply say, you want to get pizza?
I mean, fair. That's fair. I mean, hey,
Otherwise, I would come up with something from Legend of Zelda, like Hey, I could have sworn you were checking out my tunic. I could see you all the way through my mirror shield. Mm.
Oh my gosh. All right, no notes. I mean, you can't complain about asking for food. Wanting to get food with someone. That's always a win.
A man of quality.
All right, now we're back to Jack Sparrow. Once again, I'm rather curious to see what you have to say. So you have, and again, it's a really weird slang from the modern world, so we'll say charisma. So if you had to, use your charisma to woo me in only 3 sentences, what would you say?
I got a jar of dirt, I got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside it?
I love you, Jack.
Never change, bro.
Okay, you know what? That was probably the best answer that you've had.
Is no one going to guess what's inside it? I want to know.
I'm Mr. J. I'm pretty sure it's actually dirt.
Oh.
Yeah, did you not hear me say, like, 3 times? Like,
You said, and I thought there was something else. You said, and guess what's inside it? I was expecting like a gun or a body part. I don't know.
Oh, wait, while I'm on voice call. Mabatori, that must be jam because jelly don't shake like that.
What?
I am ever so confused.
What?
Same one with me. Okir is just trying to raise mama.
Oh my gosh. Oh
That's
my.
an in-joke.
Are you
That's
trying
an
to
in-joke.
raise my mother on my dating show?
No, that's an in-joke. She'll pick up.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the final lightning round question. So, Mr. J. Now this one I thought we'd do something a little bit different. We'll try to dig deep down into some of the possible cons that each of you have, but maybe you fully own it. So such as, what's your personal red flag you fully own? Like, what's something about you that's kind of bad, but you know what? You own it anyways.
Things about me that would be considered bad. Oh, I'm struggling to think.
I know, you're so perfect. I know it's hard.
Yes, I am a perfect example of of a human specimen. I assure you. Oh, I know. I can't stand superhero movies. They're self-centered and boring, in my humble opinion. I've just never got into them. I think they're slop. Like they're just about do-gooders who can't really, like, who can't go 5 minutes without telling a joke. And I'm the joker. I know bad jokes when I know one.
Now, what if there was a story about those villains coming together to save the... No, that would be stupid.
No, that would never work.
Nah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay.
That would be like if they wanted to have me in the movie, but they covered me in stupid tattoos. Who would even think of that?
Your grills are falling out.
All right. All right. All right.
Please don't mention that, please. It took me years to recover.
Thank you for sharing that, Mr. J. I'm glad you're honest. I'm glad you're honest. All right, Kuro.
And I will say,
yes.
they're better than those pirate films.
Hey.
Sorry, Jackie boy. I just had to say it.
I'm gonna stay out of this one. All right.
By the way, how did your second film do, Mr. Joker?
Blame Lady Gaga on that one.
Oh, poor Harley.
I wasn't a part of that. It was a different universe, I swear.
I don't know if there's a lot of shade being thrown right now.
Let's see, I'm on number 5 in my films, and yours didn't barely reach 2.
Hey, watch it, pirate boy.
Okay. For the pure fact that
Gentlemen,
we don't want stuff
keep
being
it
thrown
professional.
here. We're just gonna move on to the lovely Kuro. What is a
Please,
red?
my ex-
Underneath the desk, are you afraid something will be flung at you?
At least my ex didn't
I'm
get
a
me
little,
out of my
yeah,
movies.
I'm a little scared, Kokria. I'm just taking a little bit of cover right now, just in case. But hopefully, if we move on, things will go all right.
I'm surprised they found a desk the size for us.
Yeah.
For real.
All right. Kuro,
Yes.
what is a red flag that you possibly have that you fully own? It doesn't have to be crazy or anything like that, since I know you're such a gentle soul.
Well, thank you, but appearances can be deceiving, and I will actually do something risky and tell you two of those I have.
Oh.
One would be I fully own it. I am a quite forgetful person, you know. I try to remedy it with keeping a lot of notes about different people. For example, I forget details about Kokiri and Mr. J over here at the beginning when all this stream stuff was happening, and I keep notes for every single one. I also have dedicated research notes for all my medical patients, so I don't forget anything about them. But yeah, I can be quite forgetful. I am a dreamer sometimes, so you know my head is in the clouds. And but yeah, that would be the first one. And the second one, sometimes I take things way too much at face value. You know, like for example, you have a bad day, and I ask you, "Are you good? Any problems? Can I help with anything?" And you just say, "No, I'm fine." And then maybe like make sure and ask you once or twice more. And you assure me, even though you don't look like it, you assure me that you're fine, and I would take that as face value and assume, okay, everything's fine.
Kuro, you're the most purest soul. You're the most purest soul. These aren't even that bad.
Why?
Bless your
I
soul.
think those are quite bad.
Bless your
honestly.
soul. Okay. All right, Kokiri. Let's move on to you. What's a red flag that you have that you fully own? You know, just a little something about yourself.
Chat's gonna say I'm unapologetic, but that's not true. I apologize a lot. No, I would say my red flag is that I'm an oaf. I am lazy. It takes a lot to get me motivated for anything, but I think that's a good thing because it shows that I can enjoy life without the little things piling up. I don't have to worry about the big picture. I just have to be here in the moment, and I could have you in the moment too.
All right. You know what? I can relate. I sometimes can be lazy too, so I can't even be mad at that. So thank you for being honest.
What do you mean? You're the most hardworking person I know. You've been doing this for 4 years.
I mean, I can be lazy too, man. I mean, I have my own personal projects I've been not doing at all.
You want to, but you haven't. You haven't let the channel die.
That is true. But
it took a long time for you to go on vacation. When's that second vacation happening, by the way? It's still getting funded.
Hopefully soon. We will see. All right.
Oh, someone mentioned funding. Do we need more?
I mean, I think it's still being funded again. I can't remember. I don't think I reset the one from last year, so I don't really even know what it's at. I'm gonna be honest. But
Oh, Bobby would say I'm terrible, and Natasha would actually say I'm terrible at taking compliments. No, that's not true. I can accept a compliment. I just don't accept them about me.
Maybe. But all right, Mr. Jack Sparrow. I don't even think I need to ask this question. I feel like I've learned a lot during the show. I feel like I don't even need to ask, but I will ask regardless. So, in case you don't know what red flag means, I mean just something that's, you know, a certain considered a bad quality of yourself. So, if you know, what would be your personal red flag that you fully own? That's like, you know, it's bad, but you know what? You kind of just accept it.
Me, I'm dishonest. And a dishonest man you can always trust to be dishonest. Honestly, it's the honest ones you have to worry about. Because you never know when they'll do something incredibly stupid.
I don't know about the second.
I
don't know about the second part of your statement, but I appreciate you being 100% honest about being dishonest. At least I know now. Thank you. My gosh. Also, who is Kuro? Were you saying something?
I just said he said the thing.
Oh, he did say
Famous
the thing.
Quote.
He did
Famous
say
quote. Love to show.
Yeah, he did. That, you know, I mean, I guess at least we know for 100% that you're a liar. But you know, I guess for people that don't lie, I guess you don't know when they're lying or doing something stupid. So, All right.
I couldn't agree more, but for Katori's sake, I disagree.
All right. That is actually all of the questions. We actually answered all of them.
We went through lightning round and we did the personal questions.
We did everything.
Yes, so good at
Yeah,
this.
we did.
That is crazy. I thought maybe we'd have to and now I feel like I'm still trying to figure it out because I feel like I won't be naming names, but 3 of you have been giving some pretty good answers. But goodness.
We only had like 2 duds, basically, but hey, to be fair, the chemistry of this group is off the charts.
I know. I kind of
It
feel
really
bad.
is.
I kind of feel bad. I feel like everyone's doing a pretty good
Don't worry,
job.
Thane, we're almost done.
What? Is Thane getting tired?
We have another 9 minutes. What shall we do for the rest of our time, Miss Wholesome?
I'll use those minutes to try to determine my answer. That's what I'll do because I'm still deciding.
Because if this was a democracy, everything would be in chaos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's been some crazy answers. There's been some really well thought out, genuine answers. There's been some answers that made me want to cry.
Oh, no.
There's a lot.
Jack, how could you?
It's okay. It's okay. It takes me a lot for me to cry, but still pretty
What have you done to her, Jack?
pretty hard. Pretty hard. Everyone did a really good job. And that's what makes it so hard. I was actually hoping someone would bomb so it'd be easier. But no, I'm just kidding. I would not wish that upon anyone.
Well, I can still bomb, but not in the way that you're thinking.
Thank
my
you for
gosh.
the opportunity. I'm on this couch. There are 3 people who deserve to be here. I am not one of those people.
Oh my gosh.
I am so out of left field. No one saw it coming.
Gosh, you are precious. You deserve to sit beside me. Shut up.
You had a whole spiel. It's fine.
Oh my gosh. I don't.
Based on the answers, and from what I know about my research into this community, you happen to be one of the head runners of possibly one of the most important in this entire fandom. So you should shush.
That is true. That is true.
Where's Thor to finally banned me after all these years?
I'm not gonna ban
If anyone doesn't deserve to be me, if anyone doesn't deserve to be here, it's the guy that literally got him because Katori had a crush on him when she was younger.
It's Mr.
I'm here
J.
purely unbiased.
Oh my that is not true. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so hard. You guys are hurting me inside.
You have a dashing rogue, you have the charming clown, and then you have one of the most genuine, wholesome guys you've ever met, and then you have Kokiri.
No, Kokiri,
Yeah,
listen.
Kokiri also, you cannot forget. Look into the chat. You predicted that I will be the crowd favorite with the people pleaser. It is you, my guy. You will win, okay?
Oh, they're staying, you're hype man, let's go!
Yeah, okay, Fade is an exception. He's my personal hype man, and I love him to bits. Okay.
I don't. Oh my gosh, I feel like the time is ticking. I'm just looking at the clock. I got 7 minutes left to decide. Is this so?
Joker speaking facts for once. How dare you, Time Marshal? I'm speaking facts all the time.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know. We'll just chat a bit. You know, I don't. Gosh dang, I don't know.
I'm so happy you did determine. Alright, someone do a Tommy Boy reference, and then you're the winner, because I've never seen that movie.
Tommy Boy reference. Someone doesn't do a Tommy Boy reference? I love Tommy Boy.
What'd you do?
I do.
Well, if I could throw a wrench in the works, every time I think about Katori's cleric to my paladin, it's always going to be how they met, and it's going to be boiling down to, I think I love her, but it's not that kind of love. It's the kind of love where you're willing to sacrifice anything for someone you don't even know.
Oh, I don't like this. You know what? I should have. I can't randomly pick it this time. That's not fair. Because I did that for the last. I had a bag of contestants. I narrowed it down. Then we did some random selections, and that's where we got
It was
here.
actually drawn from a hat, guys. My being here was pure chance.
But now
Same for me.
I can't. I have.
That's the case for all of us.
Yeah.
Oh no! I hate this.
And now for scenes from the hat. Hey, Siphonic gets the reference. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can ask to help me decide. Okay, we'll ask. I'll ask one. I'm gonna come with a question up on the spot. Just to like. Well, you know what? Here, I'll say this. Everybody.
Or you have to do like Shrek's American Far Far Away Idol, yeah, where Simon wins, and the
Oh my
winner is
gosh.
no, you've got to be joking. It's me, everybody.
All right.
Of course, you love yourself.
All right. Everybody will get kind of like a final statement. I'll let everybody
I
like.
already did mine.
Everybody can like have a little bit of a final statement to say either why they think they should win, or maybe just like whatever you want to say to me or say to the audience as a final statement. I'll let you guys say that, and then I'll try to decide. That's what I'll do. You can say whatever you want. This was not a question that was prepared, so it's very, very on like off the nose here.
There was
like,
no script to begin with. That's the funny part.
Yeah, I know there was no script. So we'll start.
Was scripted.
We'll start with Mr. J, and we will say, all right, Mr. J, what would be like your final statement on this dating show before we close?
My final statement. Well, I have very much enjoyed my time here with 3 fine gentlemen. If I see any of you out in the streets of Gotham, I'll make sure to say hello. As for you, Katori, you have been the shining star of this evening, and whoever you choose, I know in your heart it will be the best option. Which is why I know you'll choose me, because if you don't,
Yes.
you don't want to know what will happen.
He'll get his mallet.
Oh, I'll get more than that.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. All right, Kuro, is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, if I go by roughly the same template as my lovely Mr. J here,
Thank
I
you.
would say, no, you're welcome. It has been an honor to be on this dating show with all the other fine contestants, especially to my left, the homeboy Kokiri.
Hey, how's it going?
And yeah, long time no see. No, no, but for real, it has been quite a ride so far, since the very first streams. I hope this dating show produces a lot of memes, a lot of funny moments to remember, and that, in the future, all similar streams will be like this as well, and we can, how should I put this, enjoy these kinds of moments very far into the future,
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Blessed be. All right, Kokri, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you from the bottom of my heart for this opportunity. I never thought I would ever get a chance to actually talk to you, let alone you would let me draw you for 4 years. As you know, I was at a point I was hitting an art block, and my family really wanted me to get back into it, and then I found your videos, and I just kind of stayed. You've become one of my muses alongside Natasha Phoenix, and I can honestly say that I'm always happy to see your work because you inspire me as an artist on so many levels, whether it's the expression, the acting, or what have you. And I get to have friends that I could finally play video games with, and if you know me, video games are my passion, so that time played with them means everything in the world to me, whether it's Battlefront 2 with Natasha, or playing Halo with Iron and Smee and so many of you guys in chat. I'm not gonna say I don't deserve it, but okay, end of statement. I can't end that with something along the lines of like I do deserve it or something, because I really don't. It comes with the territory of being who I am.
I mean,
it's
honestly, everyone who is here definitely deserves to be here. You all have been a wonderful to work with. So it's I think every single one of you is definitely deserving of being on this couch. Very, very much so.
And then it's like the Breakfast Club. We will never talk to each other ever again.
Oh my gosh.
At least for 1 week afterwards, yeah.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh. All right. I will. All right, the captain himself. It's your time to shine. What have you got to say?
Sorry. Chat, gentlemen, milady. You will all remember the day that you were rizzed by Captain Jack Sparrow.
That must be the most Riz pirate I've ever seen.
So it would seem.
Damn it!
Ah, gotcha.
Is that
Insert line about rum or something. I don't know.
sorry, Mr. Sparrow?
You burnt the rum.
Were you interrupted, Mr. Sparrow, or was that all you had to say?
I love this song. Really, bad eggs. Oh dear.
He's just a soundboard at this point.
Oh, all right, Mr. Sparrow. Thank you for your thank you for your kind words.
Let's go.
It was very wonderful to have you on. Thank you for your very honest answers. You've surprised me with each one, which is very hard to do. So kudos
That's why I
to
wanted
you.
Mama Tori and Kiwi to be second judges.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate this. I actually really hate this because I mean, everyone's so different in a good way. But I've been trying to make tallies so that way I can have some sense of like I'm trying to dig. Okay, we're down to 2 people. I don't know.
Oh, excuse me.
What?
No,
okay.
sorry, I burped.
Oh, I didn't even hear it, but you're excused. Oh gosh. Everyone's trying to say the chat is spoken, and I'm trying not to let the chat influence me because I wanted this to be my sole decision because I don't want anybody feeling like there's like sort of like teetering back and forth.
You reap what you sow. You wanted this. You decided to make this damn show a
know.
reality.
I know, Kokiri. I know. It's just. I feel like I want to give you all prizes, but that's like participation award. No one wants that. So.
All right,
Not
sticking
really,
it doodle
no.
for me.
Oh, I don't know. I know we're already past 8. Oh, I've done. Someone's like she's clicking
Mama
the pen.
Tori,
She's
the
thinking.
final deciding factor.
Ooh, yes, Mama can decide.
Here, I'll see what her opinion is. I'll text her. I'll see what she says.
She's like, I could come down right now.
No, no, she's gonna derail this whole thing. She's gonna derail.
Like this wasn't derailed already.
I know,
But
but
man, is
she'll
he
derail
bad at
it
math.
even more. I'll ask her opinion, and I'll just see what she says, and then I'll just have to bite the bullet and cry inside because I don't like choosing because you guys are all great, but then we'll choose.
No worries, no worries. It's a competition. You do that for the beginning.
Yeah, and it was all in good fun.
Yeah, no, I know it wasn't all in good fun. I truly think everybody did such a good job here. I really do mean that. I'm not even trying to just like be like those wishy-washy softball coaches, which like everybody did a good job. You guys really did. You guys did a good job. So we'll see what Mama says.
I think about Princes of the Universe from Queen. Born to be kings, princes of the universe, fighting and free. Got your world in my hand. I'm here for your love and I'll make my stand. We were born to be princes of the universe.
Bro, why is Mama not responding?
Everybody, young Kokiri.
My Mama isn't responding to me. She was just in chat. Mama.
Yes,
Mama.
she was.
Mama, I know you're watching this. I know you're watching this because you said you were. She's doing this on purpose. She's like, you told me I can't come down here. She's like, this is what you get. She's like, I'm not helping you.
Ooh, she's being spiteful.
I
like it.
Typical Mama.
Oh, she gave me a paragraph. Never mind.
A paragraph.
Oh, a paragraph.
She's been that entire time writing.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So she gave me some well thought out answers. She actually had something nice to say about everybody. So that was pretty interesting.
Even me?
Everybody, yes, everybody. So this
Read it out. We want to hear it.
What? No,
She's like,
no.
oh, this is private. I can't say that.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna have to go with you can't pin your shortcomings on Mama. I'm not pinning my shortcomings on Mama, Mr. Smee. I'm just trying to be fair. And I'm big on fairness, but I mean, I'm gonna
Living La Vida Loca.
I'm gonna say
Shogo.
honestly, I mean, if I'm basing this on like, you know, like who, I mean, from the answers and from answers that pleased me the most. You know, whether or not people accidentally lost brownie points for some of their answers, someone definitely lost a lot of brownie points during a lot of these rounds. So I will say I will announce that the person who has won, theoretically, low-key won the first Wholesome Girlfriend ASMR dating show, and who will be awarded with, I guess, bragging rights as well as a customized audio if they choose to have one. I will say that I will have to say that Kuro won. I will have to say that Kuro won.
Yes.
Well done.
Let's go,
Very,
Kuro.
very deserved.
But you all did a very good
It
job.
would have never.
No.
And
It would have never worked out
I will
between
say,
us, lass.
since you all did a very
Yes,
good
I was
job,
waiting for that.
I don't want this sounding like participation or pity awards. I really do. I enjoyed this so much. I mean, the 2 hours just flew by. I had such a blast.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I know. I know it was great. I want to give the other 3 contestants. I will draw you each a sketch of your choosing.
Oh,
That's sweet.
how very nice of you.
Because you definitely you made this show amazing. It was so much fun. I had to base this purely on answers that were pleasing to me, but even if they weren't pleasing to me, like Mr. Spare over here, they were hilarious. So I definitely, yeah, you will. Yeah, just let me know what you want me to sketch you. I will definitely give you a sketch of your choosing. I can't tell you exactly when that will be done because I'm kind of backlogged with work, but I will do it. So congratulations, Kuro, and congratulations everybody else for coming. I really appreciate it. You guys did a fabulous job. I mean,
but
Well done.
thank you. I don't know what to say.
oh, let's go, Kokiri. Let's
All I know
go.
is I now have 2 titles as the Wholesome Medic, Professor Wholesome, and also now Mr. Wholesome.
Blessed be. Let's go. Yeah. Oh.
God.
All right. Goodness, I don't even know where to begin with reading donations. Let's see. Goodness. Oh, Cyberman super
why,
chatted.
thank you, Mama.
Okay. Cyberman super chat and said, "Hey Katori, sorry I missed out, but I hope you have a good time. I'm almost done with the fan mail, so be prepared whenever I send it. Also, a love Cy." Well, thank you, Cyberman. I appreciate that. Mr. Waspman, not Moatapon, I know I messed you up a lot. Mr. Waspman donated and said, "Katori, the volume of your voice is extremely low." I know. It keeps on going up and down. I don't know how to fix that. It's never done that before. I don't know why. Some people subscribed. Thank you. Anzin donated saying, "Hola a todos." MX? Hi, everyone? Don't know what MX means. I'm assuming it's abbreviation for something, but thank you. See, Mr. Wanapon donated and said, "Oh, this is something for you, Mr. Joker." It's not even addressing me. Mr. Wanapon said, "Dear Joker, do you think you can make a run when Harley finds out you're flirting with another woman?"
Don't worry, Punchline is in the
Oh,
mixer right now.
please. Harley's been dating with everyone in DC for years. It's finally time I get my shot.
He also has a joke for you, Mr. Joker. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, "Dear Joker, what do you call a guy without a nostril?" Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Funny that. I thought you would just call a guy with no nose Tom. Or at least that's the guy who I chopped off the nose in the asylum.
Oh my gosh. And finally, Cyberman donated and said, "PowerPoint for me, Katori. You're the only one. You're the only one for me, boom." Aw, thank you. And
Apparently the only one for her is Kuro Neko, so get in line, Bob.
oh my goodness.
Oh, I'd be remiss not to say, "You're cute." Boom, boom, toasted.
yeah.
There you go, Nat. We're
And,
covered.
let's see. Let me see. John Craft donated on Ko-fi and said, "Hi Katori, John Craft here. How was your week? By the way, loved your last video, and Tomboy videos are always great. Hope your dating show is a success. Big hug from me." Well, thank you, John Craft. The show was a success thanks to these 4 wonderful people. We had a marvelous time. They did really well, and we had a marvelous time. And then finally, we have one from Chandy who donated and said, "Hey Katori, I learned last week that you share a lot of the same symptoms as my friend. She has POTS." Oh yeah, POTS. Yeah, that was something I've considered. She manages with beta blockers and a high salt diet, but her conditions are linked to Ehlers-Danlos. I've heard of that syndrome. I'm no house MD, but maybe EDS or POTS are worth looking into. Actually, we have looked into those, so I'm a little bit educated on that. So thank you for sharing that. Just in case if I didn't know, I appreciate that. I'm always looking for more solutions to my possible issues. But yeah, everybody, I think that's a wrap on this dating show. Again, thank you for the audience too for sticking around for this long. Oh, Ty, thank you for the rose. And Mr. Wanapan just donated and said, just to let you know I'm going to be gone on Thursday because I'm off on a Japanese holiday. I'll be gone for 2 weeks, but just to let you know, I'll always think of you in my dreams. Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Wanapan. And I hope you have a really fun time on your holiday. And yeah, no. So before we end the stream, is there anything you guys like to say, or before we go, the 4 lovely contestants who made this owl possible? Thank you for being patient, by the way, too, for waiting a whole year for me to do this. Like, I appreciate that.
I appreciate the back and forth we had actually getting this together. So
It was quite fun, and I'm just so happy, you know, that the connectivity issues that I had before didn't really pose that big of a problem as I had feared, to be honest.
we pushed through. You got it to work.
Yeah, because just info for the chat, I even called Kokiri and Mr. J over here before, just to make sure that the connectivity was fine, and apparently it worked out.
Yeah, it did. It did. Anything from you, Mr. Joker, or the captain himself?
You've been a diamond, lass. You've been a diamond, lass. Thank you for choosing me to participate in this little show.
Ah.
I concur with the captain. Also, I've been handed a note off screen that says, subscribe to Icy ASMR and Top Hat Audios. I don't know what that means, but apparently that's there.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Yeah, you know, I wonder why. I could only wonder why it says that. You know, I mean, you know, it's just...
I don't know. Maybe there are 2 voice actors in this server in this stream. Who knows?
Maybe who would know? Maybe you all should check the description after this stream to see who may be in there and who participated in this show, in case you're, you know, for any curious minds. But but yeah, no.
I'm a clown. I'm not above cheap plugs.
Oh jeez.
That is true. That is true. All right. All right, everybody. I think that's a wrap. Again, thank you all for coming. And I know we'll probably try to wrap this. What, Kokiri? Did you say something, Kokiri? Hello?
I have no idea who just talked, but I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, I'm not the only one hearing voices. Oh, let's go.
All right. I was like, am I going insane? Anyways, all right, that's fine. But
yes,
yeah, make
you
sure
are.
to for the description in the stream. I didn't link everybody's socials because obviously it was a surprise. But if you're curious to know who contestant number 1, contestant number 2, 3, and 4 are, I will be updating that after the stream, so you can go check them out if you do feel to do so. Wait, disconnected.
My computer finally crashed. I was waiting that whole stream, honestly.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm on my phone now, but
no!
Quick shout out. Follow Natasha Phoenix on Twitter.com. Follow Smee Arby on Twitter and Twitch.tv. And give a shout out to Shogo ASMR. Great guy. Don't follow me. I'm not doing anything. Okay, we're good.
Oh my gosh, Kokiri. Anyways. All right, you guys. So yeah, thank you guys for coming to the show. I'm glad we were able to stick around and have fun. And as per usual, we'll be having a stream next week. Just a regular stream, not a dating show. I don't have time to be doing 2 at this moment. But we'll have a regular stream.
Hey, Katori, when's it time for that? When's it time for the artist episode of the talk show now?
Oh, we'll try to do one at some point. I know people have talked about that, so we'll try to do that.
Yeah, you got Iron, you got Natasha, you got Cyberman.
Yeah, and there's Mr. Smee plugging in my mama. She's been hanging out in chat, so you know, check her out too. All right, you guys, I will see you.
Join back when Katori hits 200 subscribers for the Mamatori dating show.
No. Oh my gosh, no, we're not doing that. Anyways,
yes, we are.
Entire stinker.
Oh my god. We'll see you guys next Saturday, regular stream, 6 p.m. EST, same time, same stuff, except no dating show, just a regular boring old me. So again,
that's all, folks.
If I missed some super chats, I apologize. It's kind of hard to run a show and read donations, but thank you for all who did super chats, and thank you all for who donated. Hopefully, I read everybody's, and I will see you all next coming Saturday. Bye,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.